Hello everyone, and welcome back to Serious Sam 4, where today we'll be playing Chapter 14, The Package.
Oh, look who's awake. Oh, look who's dead.
Stop shooting! I want him alive. Stone, if you jump, you die. And even if you don't, your team's processed. You're alone. War's over. Give up.
My team may be harder to process than you think.
I doubt it. Seriously though, Sam, it's a good deal. You'll have a much better life as Mental's pet than if you stay on this planet.
No thanks. I gotta go. Things to do, people to kill. But don't worry, we'll meet again. I promise. Where the hell am I? A boat! Finally, I get lucky. Now, I just need to get into the water. Maybe it's still okay? Or not. Another boat! Beautiful! Okay, listen. You just stay up there until I come get you.
It's fortunate that he forgot that the parachutes were next to the door. Little rainbow over there. That's nice. And now he could just leave. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? But here we are, we're in our first snow level. I love snow levels. They always look very shiny. Look at that. That's nice. Let's go find ourselves shotgun, bullets, boxes that say fragile and are more or less indestructible. I guess the contents are probably fragile, not the actual box itself. That makes sense. So then shooting them probably makes the contents fairly unusable at that point. So maybe I shouldn't be too bothered that I can't open it, because I just destroyed all the contents. You know what? Problem solved. Do you think I could do anything with the rainbow? Like, I don't know. Can I kill the rainbow? That seems like a very... Is that a double rainbow, actually? Like, barely over it? That's wonderful. It's very subtle, but it's there, I think. Maybe it's just something I want to see. But it's all the way. Alright. Let's go see if we can find some... more weapons than a shotgun. Hopefully... Seeing as the dude was like, I want him alive, he'll be like genuine with that, and we won't fight any more enemies from this point on, because he wants me to be alive, to be Mental's pet, as he described. I'm not sure if that puts him effectively in the same position as being Mental's pet, on account that, I mean, it seems sort of implied that being Mental's pet would be the eventual, like, goal. But maybe because, I don't know, because he's like a big boy now with the stick and stuff. Perhaps it's not that easy. I don't know. Oh, that's a clear skeleton. Well, at least that's some extra health. I guess my health is kind of low, huh? This could be a problem. Never mind. I'm guessing he fell in the water. That's probably fine then. Oh, there's grenades and a shotgun on this thing. That makes this a little bit more convenient. Provided I hit him in the head. Does that work with this thing, actually? At least it stuns him every time, so that's convenient. Now, I want to go to that island over there. But I have this distinct notion that jumping in the water here is not going to be the best. Because of all the ice. I mean, I like to be proven wrong. And I will inevitably jump into the water soon and then almost certainly die because of it. But there's items over there and I want them. I want 5 armor and some bullets for as far as I can tell. And this seems like the safest way to go about it. Yep. Oh, it actually worked out. Look at that. Now, I don't know. I like the subtle music in the background. What is that song? I have heard it before. It's a Russian one, I think, isn't it? Sounds very similar. Anyway. Let's just get this over with. I feel like it's important enough to try. Yeah, that seems about right. I'm not sure if we're gonna reach this in time. We're fine. So from here we could probably reach that island, right? I quick saved over there. I'm not quick saving until I'm inevitably dead because of the cold. But I wish to see how far I can take this journey, because I don't imagine this is gonna work out even. I probably could have jumped more. Actually, I'm a little curious about that. Like, if I were to just continuously jump, would that... Does that pause the meter at all? Not really, does it? It does. Oh, I even took damage over there. Alright, never mind. This doesn't work. Let's... You know... Alright, fine. Let's pretend for a moment that going to random islands is not in our best interest, which... I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's a given, I suppose. But then there's like this line of islands over here. And that seems exciting. Inevitably, one of these is going to be some sort of secret super island that lets me go towards the rainbow using a teleporter. This is a problem. Okay. I mean, that's just simple, almost certainly true assumptions that I'm making here. Also, those islands are all really close to each other. Hang on. I hope you will enjoy the next 27 minutes of me swimming. Because... my apologies, that is exactly what it's going to be. On account of the potential. Oh, that bar is still going down. Alright, well, it was an attempt. Alright, let's just speed this up a little bit. Alright, so every time I jump on that island, it's fine. And then the moment I leave that island, the bar is all the way to 0. And I die, which is less good. So, I think I'm not supposed to go there. But, then there's this island, right? And this one looks way bigger. And maybe the size of the island is immediately proportionate to how warm I can make it and cozy as a consequence. So perhaps if I jump from over here, the bar won't actually go down as much because the islands are actually almost connected to one another. Yeah, that makes sense. Then you got little splotches of island here and there that look like they might contain great treasures. Look at this. If this isn't guaranteed success, I don't know what is. Never mind, I even took damage over here. I'm not even. Alright, yeah, that's how Sam died. That's the end of the game. It even gave me the prompt to maybe lower the difficulty. Because I'm having a lot of difficulty with this place. Alright, I'm willing to believe that the cold ocean is perhaps not where I'm supposed to go, but I'm gonna be real. It wasn't very obvious. They could have made that more obvious, that's all I'm saying. Ah, yes. An empty suitcase. I'm guessing this is... Oh, that might actually be like this thing, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Like, in case you don't have it yet, you can get it over here. 27 levels after the initial one. That seems pretty reasonable. But right now, it mostly just looks like a trapezoid. So, I mean, that's fun. Shapes are fun. And, you know, sometimes you gotta find your own little wins. And to be frank, it's been quite a while since I've used the word trapezoid in a sentence, so I consider that a victory. So there you go. Anyway, who's gonna pop up next from below the ground? I'm guessing another minigun friend, judging from this giant open area where I could only win using the little thing that has just been given to me in a small box.
Hey, did you guys hear I killed Ackerman?
That works too. One of the rockets
Yes, they did.
didn't work quite as right, but that's okay. You think this is gonna melt everything? That would be really unfortunate if that was the case. I'm hoping they come close to me, because this is a lot of flames, and I don't particularly wish to deal with any of them. There we go. Now, it doesn't really matter if this works out or not. I don't think either of us can deal damage to each other. Are you actually for real right now? I mean, I guess that's understandable. But this does somewhat limit the strategy that I had in mind. Also, is my health 48? Or is it something else? The bar seems to have disappeared. They did patch it recently, so I don't know if that changed anything. Also, this looks just wonderful. This is called combining attack animations with movement when you were not expected to do so, leading to interesting consequences. Anyway, we're just gonna slide our way to that next checkpoint over there with our bundle of friends. We're slightly covered in blood, but that's probably not going to ruin our day. That's unfortunate. It appears my man's died, so I will just have to make my own parties here. Just make them fly away, I think. There we go. That's called solving problems when you thought you were just having a good old-fashioned sliding party with your flaming friends. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta take on life as it comes at you, and sometimes that means that the person you're using as a method of transportation suddenly falls dead. And probably because of all the blood. Maybe his suit was like broken or something, and that's why it didn't really work out. It's hard to tell what truly happened in those circumstances. There's something purple over there. It's a lot to look at here, actually, all things considered, given this is more or less a barren wasteland. There's still just a lot of sights to see. But maybe that's just me being easily impressed by ice. That is a thing that does happen. Whenever there's snow and other such terrains and water to look at, I tend to get a little overwhelmed with all the possibilities, and before you know it, it's 20 minutes later, and we haven't made any single progress, so it is what it is. But we're probably going to be running around this place for a while. Is that another rainbow or the same one? It's probably the same one, right? That makes sense. Can't have two rainbows in the same place, back to back. That just seems very unlikely. That's just really inconvenient. You sure I can't use this boat though? Because this boat seems in good enough shape when you ask me. This is an awkward combination of problems that have been landed in my lap here. Let's just deal with the process first before we deal with the slightly larger problem that's slowly but surely running towards us. One thing I'm curious about, really, is if I can get him to walk into the water, because I think that would just be really funny. Well, some of them are. Let's just try this. That was just a lot. Alright, let's just try that again, right? And this time we'll just start with the shooting immediately rather than after a couple minutes. Because I'm going to be real. That was not the best way to go about it. I think we can all agree that went suboptimal. I'm going to call that. That seems like an adequate description of what happened there. At least I still got my 2 pistols. That is very convenient. It would be kind of like a nice little detail if you actually would have to find 2 weapons before you could dual wield them, because having 2 shotguns suddenly just seems a little bit out of place, given that I'm stranded. But, I mean, that's just a game, you know? What can you do? Where's the remaining woo? Someone's wooing. Are they chasing me? Are they inside this place or above it? They're stuck on the wall thing, aren't they? Can I see you from over down here? I don't know. They're almost certainly stuck up there. We'll deal with that eventually, but it does make the music a little bit more intense than it probably needs to be. Unless they can calm it down a bit after a while, that would be nice. I'm just having a good time in these ice capades over here. I'd rather not soil the mood with needless metal. But it is what it is. It seems the further I go away from those enemies, the quieter it becomes, but maybe that's just my imagination. It is a nice battle theme, though. All things considered. There have been worse battle themes in video games, so I guess I appreciate it. But simultaneously, I would have appreciated if they jumped down as well with their friends. Now they just seem a little bit alone, and I don't know if I can deal with the consequences of such thing. So you know, what can you do? You think I can do anything with this, or is this almost certainly going to be my demise? Because I'm thinking the latter. Oh. Everything here just sort of feels like a dead end, like it's weird. One would expect this, once again, giant, quite barren ice void to just have a little bit more life to it than just an oil tanker with people going woo. But, I mean, what can you do? I'll go in the direction where I have to go in a second. I'm just making sure that there isn't like a cool thing. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there was a cool thing outside of here before I go up there and go to that inevitable purple secret thing. But I don't know, it just kind of looked like what if I shoot the boat? You think that's going to be a problem if there's holes in the boat? I'm pretty sure most boats have some holes of some kind. So adding a few more holes will probably just make it a better boat when you think about it. I still think this boat looks fine. I mean, it's slightly in the ground, and getting it in the water would probably be at least a little bit of a predicament, if not a lot of a predicament. Oh, there they are. I see them now. There we go. I don't know what that ship is called, but someone probably does. Either way, I'm gonna leave this trash behind and go inside.
Now to get to the main deck.
Ooh, it's putting me in slow movement walkie mode. We have entered the horror section of the video game. I grab my shotgun, and I will traverse these spooky lands with singular armor pieces and 10 shells. I've played a horror game once or twice in my life, and while it has been some time ago,
I would like to
I'm not
register
scared.
test complaint to test system to register complaint. This is test.
What?
that was a good complaint, I think. Now someone's making squishy noises on top of this ship. And quite frankly, I'm a little frightened. I wouldn't even be surprised if in a second, I'm maybe even going to be a little spooked by all of this situation. Truly, we found ourselves in a vexing location filled with potential terrors and horrors. And I, for one, cannot wait to be spooked. I guess I can run a little bit if I hold shift. That's actually kind of nice. Oh, there. Now, I don't know how this is going to look on the video, but if you can see anything at all, I'd be fairly surprised if I'm being brutally honest, because I can barely see anything. And I feel like compression is not going to make this a lot easier. But we'll see. It's always an adventure. Making a video, putting it on the internet, hoping people can see things. There's a process guy over there. There's some dude over here hiding behind the corner. I may have just put him inside the wall there. I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but I mean, I kicked him and he's definitely disappeared, so I hope he continues to enjoy life. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there, look at him. I'm curious if there's gonna be a point where he's like, I've gone far enough. Or if this is genuinely the life of this man from now on. Because in a second, he's going to reach an area. Please don't. Please don't disturb this experiment. He's gonna reach an area where he should be able to get up at least. He's no longer in a wall at that point. But I'm curious if he's just gonna keep on sliding anyway, because I think that would just be really funny. Goodbye, my friend. Now, in case your non-death ruins anything, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to let you go inside the wall there. But it's been good following you around and watching you shake your booty around a little bit more as you are ready to sink into the floor any second now. I'm just gonna leave you be, I think. It's been good. It's been a good show. I'm very impressed. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the little things, you know? And when you see a man sliding through the wall, I mean, you can't help but wonder, what's he gonna do with his life from this point on?
I would like to register complaint regarding system for registering complaints, which is reminiscent of 21st century computer game audio log system. It is primitive way of communicating important information in crisis situation.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but the man has a point.
When does this game take place again? I actually don't fully remember. Like, what time the world was in when this game's happening. Because I don't know if there was ever a point where they explicitly mentioned a year. And if that's accurate or not. But I suppose they also have, like, time travel stuff.
I would like to register complaint regarding system for registering complaints.
Did I just find the same one again?
reminiscent
That's
of
fair, I've been
21st
running in
century
circles.
Computer game audio log system. It is primitive way of communicating important information in crisis situation.
I'm gonna be real, I've just been walking in circles. Let's go another floor up. See if we can find some more friends in this place. So far I already found a couple, so that was fun. I suppose double shotgun probably is the way to go, judging from the sheer amount of ammo I have for the damn thing, but double pistols is just such an underrated way to live life, you know? Especially in a level like this where you don't have that many weapons, double pistol would probably work just fine. These stairs are broken. How am I gonna continue on now? I mean, I could probably jump that, right? But I'm a little concerned that if I try to jump this, I'm just gonna go through it. Or there's an invisible wall or something like that, or it's just really slight. Yeah, I'm just gonna go through it instead. That seems about right. It is completely non-solid, except for like the bars, I think. Those are a little solid at least, but I can't really jump off them very well. So truly, I'd say my experience has been ruined. Exclusively by the small broken staircase there. I hope y'all feel different about it. But honestly, I don't think we're gonna be able to sleep at night after this. I kinda wanna jump on this. I will quick save beforehand. I'm just curious. Whoop. It was also not solid. So that's also a little bit disappointing. I was kinda hoping to go on yet another voyage there. Oh boy. Alright, back to the hole. Oh, kamikazes. That's an interesting choice. Anyway, we're gonna chill here for a bit, because inevitably these guys are just gonna stand still in front of the doorway in a second. That usually makes these situations a lot easier. Alright, never mind, we're already done with this situation. Perhaps the perhaps the situation was just a little bit overestimated in terms of difficulty. Not impossible. Anyway, let's climb a ladder. Haven't done that in a bit. Weird animation. Sort of, I don't know. I kind of expected to see my hands there, and like that's a weird thing to be disappointed about. But it's there. The disappointment exists, and once again, my sincere apologies that we didn't get to see my hands. Also that they didn't do like a little bit more with the music, because it's there. There's like a... yeah. No more negative Nancy. We're moving on. Back into the horror portion. Filled with some audio logs on occasion. So far, there has been a ghost sliding through a wall. Pretty spooky. There have been bugs. Also pretty spooky. There has been an extra life if I go through these. twisted little passages. There's a computer over there. A Sorcerer's Samuel adventure. Yeah, alright. Let's look at the credits. Written and designed by P.K. Richardson. Dedicated to all the heroes who fight for Earth. Alright, yeah. Your name is Sorcerer Samuel. I'm a level 12 battle mage. For many years now, you've dedicated yourself to fighting the Dark Lord, whose terrible forces are threatening the world. You were there when he awoke, and you will not rest until he is defeated. But although you will not rest, you will need a break every now and then. The best way to regain your strength is to enjoy a cold beer. To find the best beers in the realm, you have to... The Prancing Clear Inn is the finest inn in all of Spielstadt, also known as Game Town, under its ancient roof. More than 256 types of beer. Just give me like the -1 beer, please. That would just be really good. Dragon's breath for me, thank you. I've heard of its effects that conserve it, but it is the only thing I can serve for it. We have no... just give it to me. I require it. It's a bit spicy. A few seconds later, as your innards begin to dissolve, you get the urge to sneeze. As you do, your eyeballs explode and your tongue flies out of your mouth, hitting Bergman in the face and scarring him forever with burning acid. You try to apologize, but your navel splits open, spilling your liquefied organs on the floor. Attempting to get up, you realize that your bones have melted only moments before you collapse into a bubbling puddle. You take 99 damage and you have died. Alright, pretty good. Let's see. If we can just like speedrun this, that would just be really lovely. Because I got a good feeling about this. Because I feel like we were pretty close to winning there. I will have a yeever. We have no beer. Oh, this time I can't actually die from drinking the beer? That's weird. Oh, there's so many choices. These are dark times when the city of Spielstadt has no drink to offer to its visitors. If only a party of heroes. I'm only one person, but that's fair enough, I guess. He looks meaningfully at you. Oh. You won't be able to do it tonight. Come on, Michael. Michelle. Oh, sorry. Michelle von und zu Musterhammein, the general merchant, of course. What does that actually mean? My German's not up to snuff anymore. It's a language. I am afraid I can't join you. That's enough for me. Rodrigo. A level 12 barbarian. He's wearing the loincloth of holding. That's pretty great. He joins my party. Alright, cool. Hellflame, a level warrior princess dressed in black plate. I came here to drink beer. Alright, cool. Let's go pass through the green meadows of Wiesenland. Land of the Wise, maybe. Uncertain. Might also be White Land. I actually, like, I just don't remember any German. I'm not gonna lie. It's been so long. Let's suggest they use water instead. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna die in a second, or win in a second. It's hard to tell. But a bard is playing a melody. Ushered into the private quarters. Let's ask for a hand in marriage. I think that's important to the beer. Which one of you is even asking? Hellflame, obviously. Warrior princess, and at least she's royalty. This would be acceptable. Small problem. I don't have a daughter. What the... Damn it. This could have helped us win easily. I beseech you to stop the evil. Spend the night at the castle. Speak to Zadok, the greatest drunkard in the land. He probably knows something about this. Yep. Going to Zadok's hut. What you want, adventure? Why is he drunk when there's no beer? There's no other things. What happened to the beer? I can read very quickly. I promise you. That's what I'm doing. And that's how I'm winning this game. I'm just, like, at this point, I'm too disappointed by the fact that I could not marry Hellflame to royalty and therefore more or less take over the land that way, because I feel like that would be an adequate way. I'm just going to cast invisibility there with Sorcerer Samuel. I think it's probably going to be a pretty good idea. Anyway, we're moving onwards. We're going to ask about Quinreal. That's definitely also a person. Oh, Quinreal joined my party. That's pretty good. Oh, well, we found the Forest of Yeast. And in a second, cast voice, obviously. And doing so, causes the elemental beer to flow. And we did it. All right, this was pretty easy. No problem. Now, as you know, I really mostly just took like informed decisions there, which is how I managed to win this treacherous minigame there. And quite frankly, I'm a little bit proud of myself. I think I did pretty good. Hope everyone else is too. We've gotten through the twisty little passageways. We found this thing that says stairway going down and then followed by not a stairway. So all in all, I think that was a pretty effective side quest. We only died once, which is honestly how it usually goes. So all things considered, it's a pretty average day. This goes to the broken staircase, so I'm actually a little bit curious what's on this floor. Because it was a little bit difficult to reach. And perhaps there's nothing here. But perhaps a ghost wanders these halls. Perhaps I'm the ghost, it's hard to tell. Truth be told, there's just not really a lot of people going around these red zones here, but occasionally I find some shotgun shells, so I suppose maybe on occasion I'm gonna fight an enemy as well. And I suppose I have. I suppose I have fought an enemy here and there, so you know, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing in the world if there was gonna be another one. But all in all, pretty small floor there. Was hoping to get excited and overwhelmed by ghosts and vampires and what other scary things have been in a Serious Sam game? I guess I never really recall being scared in a Serious Sam game. But if you had to like have one enemy be like a ghost or something, I don't know what it would be. I guess the process do look like a little spooky, but that's just more because their whole face is the way it is. And that's not really something they could help. Oh, secret explosives. That's nice. I'll definitely use that in these very tight corridors where I can really only melee everyone to death. I think that's a pretty wise idea. They are being very loud about their presence, though. Like, also, with an area like this, with the enemies that they have, I don't really know what they would do, I guess. Because, like, I guess they could, like, put in a clear skeleton every now and then just to spook you out. But the melee is just so terrifyingly strong in this game against low amounts of enemies. And that's really what we're encountering right now. I suppose we're at that part where we were fighting the, like, little ships and stuff. But outside of the radio being there and inevitably Bill Corwin coming up to give us some great advice, there's just not really that many things here that I would say are definitely gonna kill me. Like right now I have to walk around this little thing. I was kinda hoping I could see the enemy up there, but I guess we'll see him in a second. At least we get this nice little background song from Jennifer Processed over there, so that's kinda nice, I guess.
This is Bill Corwin at Radio Free Earth, and boy, have I got news for you. Lord Ackerman is dead.
I did that.
The commander of the European campaign and noted asshat has been killed in Carcassonne, France, by none other than our very own Sam Stone, a.k.a. Serious Sam, and his team of badasses.
Yeah, the team.
Everyone here at the station is still reeling from the news, but in a good way. Wow. Just wow.
That was new Bill Corwin at the best of my intentions in mind. I appreciate that personally. Also, did I miss a skill point in the previous level? Because I feel like I almost certainly did. Because I have no recollection of actually getting one. And that's okay, I suppose. Weapons reload faster. That seems like good enough. Never mind, I just got an achievement for applying a skill point. Maybe I didn't miss anything. Alright, cool. Pretty great, I guess. With that knowledge in mind, and filled entirely with assumptions that since I got the achievement, I probably got everything, feeling pretty good about stuff. What? How can you just... You can't even walk through a door. Who do you think you are? Thanks for the armor. Sorry that I was so rude to you after you gave me this gift. Oh. Also, I'm a little surprised you can actually see the pink thing from over here. Like, I kind of thought with the extra info that you could see it from down there, you were supposed to sort of memorize that there was going to be an item over here, but instead they're just like, remember this? Which is an odd choice, I'm going to say. I'm just going to chill here, I think. There's really no reason to run towards that direction, is there? Occasionally, I'm just going to press C and call it a day, I think. Maybe that might actually hurt me more than it will help me, but I'm just a little bit curious if it works, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, what? But then, I suppose I should use my shotgun on occasion. That was a lot of blood. You think I just got an extra life and I'm not immediately gonna use it? You are fools. Fools to think so, that I have any intention of playing this game like someone who wants to live. Instead, we're gonna use this heart immediately and see if it still works. Like, it does try to do a little bit of damage. Why am I here? Like, I understand that the game has methods to get you back into the fight afterwards. But why though? Like, obviously, if I wanted to stay alive, I could just jump on the secret area part and then probably everyone would just fall down. But then I fell down, and I have to redo this whole part anyway, so does it even matter? No, because I failed to jump. Anyway, we're gonna try this again. This time, I'm just gonna play like the most interesting person in the world and just try to make this jump once. And I'm just actually genuinely curious what this is gonna do, because I can really only assume that this just wins. Alright, never mind. He just pushed me off. I suppose that's also a strategy. And now we just actually have a fight on our hands, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Not really sure how he pushed me off, because I'm pretty sure that the one that actually hit me was behind the wall, but I mean, sometimes you gotta make life a little bit more interesting like this, you know? If I can just sit on a corner, then I guess they should also be allowed to just shoot through a wall from time to time. Plus, this way, I get to re-look at every single area in this place and get all my ammo back that I didn't pick up before. So actually, this is a lot of fun for everyone involved. And I guess they occasionally do like some weird movement to get over the barriers and such. It's just weird that it takes them a while. Like, I think that's a little unusual because I feel like this fight would definitely be made more interesting if they could just instantly jump off. And I feel like one of the earlier fights with the Knum here would also make more sense if they could just jump over the little things. And I suppose I understand why the barriers are there. Because eventually you're gonna be there and it would be kind of sucky if you just fell down like the way they're doing right now. So I don't feel like the reloading is really going that fast right now, but I guess it's probably like actual reloading, not really reloading of a pump action shotgun that I'm thinking is what reloading is. But I would argue that if you were to shoot your pump action shotgun once, you would then reload it. Like, at some point you're putting more shells in that thing. You don't have 90 shotgun shells in your shotgun for as far as I can tell. So why doesn't it affect the pump action shotgun is what I'm asking. That's all I got. That's all I got for now. Back to you. Anyway, I'm about to climb all the way back up here again, because I wanted the secret area, but also I got pushed down by something. I would argue that I'm just about done here. I mean, there's probably like one or two left, but there's at least one more screamy boy on this side of the fence there. There we go. Another problem expertly solved through sheer incompetence. I will just see you back up there, because I don't think, like, unless anything happens inside here. No, like, there's still some spooky sounds. But unless I actually actively see something happen here, I'm just gonna teleport onwards. Alright, we're back up here. Through the door, obviously. I mean, how else are you gonna get to the other side of the door rather than just open it? You could also just go through it. Much easier. That's how I go through doors in real life as well. It's just saves time. It's a shame I can't walk through, like, back through doors afterwards. Like, that's still an issue I'm trying to circumvent afterwards, I suppose, but overall, I'd say the extra time saved from getting through the other side is definitely worth it. None of these things are solid. Like, I don't understand. There's actually a surprising amount of things where I'm just walking through it. But you know, that's how it is sometimes.
I would like to register complaint regarding complaints registered regarding registering of complaints. Contrary to Captain's opinion, it is not pedantry, but professionalism. If Captain had listened, perhaps Captain would not be dead.
That's fair. Is this more C4? Rockets. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. And an auto shotgun with my 10
I
shells?
would like to register complaint regarding invasion of oil rig by alien forces. As sole security guard, I was not sufficiently equipped to handle situation. Requested minigun did not arrive, and tactical nuke was badly packaged.
Alright, cool. Thanks for the information, friend. I kind of want to jump on this, but occasionally when I jump, I like slide to the side. And it's a real troublesome situation that I found myself in. How many secrets are there in this level? 4 out of 5. Alright, pretty good. Can live with that, I suppose. We're doing alright. 80% of secrets found. A lot of rockets over there. Infinite rockets over there. I could quite easily reach this place again. Large open area. We're definitely gonna die here. But that's okay. We all have to go sometime. That doesn't look right. But you know what? Maybe you're just not supposed to look through a window. When you think about it, it all makes sense. Why would you look through a window when you can also just proceed and actually just move on with the level? Looking through windows is not intended behavior. Surely you jest. Surely you are not being serious right now. When my question is, am I actually completely safe right now due to the fact that I jump on a thing, which on the other side was a secret area? Because truthfully, I'm not ready for the answer to this question. I mean, come on. You can't put one thing on one side and then accidentally just destroy the fight on the other side by having the same thing. Like, oh my god. That's so silly. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna walk back. Eventually we're gonna fight some more of those flying ships, I suppose. They'll reach us eventually. And I suppose this is just a little bit of an easier way to get around the, quite frankly, seemingly somewhat large amount of kamikazes that are trying to reach us. There's a shadow there. Oh yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. Like they don't even fully understand how to navigate this place. They're flying into the walls. Truly unfortunate. Now, the problem, I suppose, is going to be how do I get back in there, but I think I can just use the fence again, which I have done previously. And this is kind of a nice way to listen to the background music as well, combined with the near constant screaming sound. It sort of adds to the charm, I suppose. Like, this isn't new. I've done that jump. Oh, there were snipers here as well? Wow, this was going to be a terrible fight, huh? Oh, there he goes. Alright, cool. How are you still alive? Hello? Oh, jeez. Okay. Another vampire. Oh! They're reaching me. Oh, this is so tedious. You keep just being next to me. Yeah, there he goes. Excuse me, vampires. I would just like to shoot some kamikazes that are almost certainly over there. Yeah, there we go. It's just a bit of an issue that I'm running into here. I mean, will they explode? I'm actually quick saving over here because I'm scared that they're just going to explode next to me all at once. But I think they're starting to realize where I am at least, so that's pretty good. Now, one fun thing about explosions in Serious Sam games is that if you're just like have like a wall between you, it doesn't actually deal damage, so that was more or less a very safe thing to do. All in all, I would rate this battle a solid 8 out of 10. I'm pretty impressed by what they've done here. This would definitely be a very tricky fight, was it not for a small ledge that they also used for a secret area on the other side. 8 out of 10 indeed. This is a reasonable rating system that I stand by. There's so many snipers as well. I would have been so annoyed had I not accidentally cheesed the fight. So, all things considered, pretty happy with how that worked out. Surprised all the snipers like ran over here as well, actually. Like most of the snipers that have been truly tedious just stayed on their posts. And these all decided like, hey, let's just walk through the wall. And I mean, I suppose with the amount of rockets that I got, it probably would have made it a little bit easier fighting all the things. I could occasionally use a grenade on shotgun as well. I haven't really been doing that this whole game pretty much because I tend to forget it exists. Like the one time I didn't forget was when the shotgun was really the only weapon at my disposal, so that seems like a pretty good time to remember it at least. But what I'm most curious about is whom's still alive, and I'm guessing it's a vampire that fell down earlier. Because let's be truthful, they all sort of jumped downwards when they saw that I was on a small box. And that can probably make them still be alive. Somewhere at the bottom of this place over here. Yeah, that seems about right. Just gonna chill here and shoot downwards. Oh god, okay, never mind. There was actually some more trouble up. Oh, there's a lot more trouble. Now what I'm curious about is, was that entirely caused because I killed the vampire or not? Uncertain. Don't truly care enough. This is a lot of flames. But hopefully nothing that I can't adequately deal with here. I'm not really adequately dealing with this situation very well. Let's get rid of you. I think that's good. Excuse me? Actually a little bit confused what happened there. Like, was the rocket just shot at me from a different direction that I didn't see or something? Something just killed me. Everything's T-posing around me. Oh, okay, that was just not a very good move. Oh my god, this actually is where the quick save was. It's like actually right next to killing the vampire. The vampire was actually part of the fight. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty terrible way of doing any fight in a video game. But it's just been made significantly too easy not to do, you know? Like, it's genuinely just a small ledge. And I am truly taking a large amount of damage from some of these bad boys. 3 health remaining. Seems pretty good. Just gonna chill here and shoot some grenades on shotguns for a while, I think. I'm actually kind of, like, I still even see my weapon. All things considered, I'm a little bit surprised that that was how my death happened. But fair enough, I guess. They are actively at least trying to kill me, and it's still a surprisingly difficult fight. Mostly due to my own doing. Oh, there's actually a lot of clowns. That's not great. Where were the other? Oh, there. Seems like an overly large amount. Okay. I'm gonna say, this seems like an overly large amount of rockets to use, but I suppose if they just fly into my face like this, it does make life a lot easier. Like, the moment you are not exactly where the fight expects you to be, they do some weird stuff. Ah, boy. That really does actually a pretty significant amount of splash damage. All things considered. Oh my god, you just keep going, huh? Is that a... yeah, it is. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, we're no problems here. We have escaped the problem zone by cheesing the fight entirely. Very good. Also, the remote-controlled rocket launcher. Pretty decent weapon at killing myself, apparently. I'm surprised that actually still killed me. I think I did kill everyone else as well, though, so I'm gonna call that a victory. Yeah, we'll say. They're pretty good at what they're doing. They know their stuff. I don't know if it was like the remote-controlled missiles either. It's like from the helicopters that killed me. Because they do have like some homing capabilities. Maybe I just forgot one of the scrapjacks. I'm actually not. Oh, there's a witch as well? That's actually pretty tricky. This is a pretty tricky fight, all things considered. I used up all my things. That's some more rockets there. Really, I just want to get rid of the helicopters more than anything, because I feel like that's a bit of an issue. Yeah, I can just look through the wall with this window. What a strange window. Like they're even like trying to shoot through it as well. Like it's not here. It's a weird little thing. I was kind of hoping that eventually he'd maybe move out, or the witch would eventually move a bit if I just stood here, but it seems they're just staying in the same place over and over as well. Not really sure what's happening there, but you know what? I'll take it. It's a strange fight. It's just a really strange fight. Oh, well, I'm gonna just sit in this box and just wait in my life. There's a floating number over here. That's probably supposed to... that's actually really strange. I'm guessing it's meant to be on the outside of like the door, but they maybe just never went inside this place. I don't know. It's weird looking. But then again, I may be playing on a graphics setting that actually actively just makes stuff disappear, as we saw in the cutscene of the previous level. So who knows what's actually happening and what's actually real. What I am a little curious about is if I could have just skipped most of that fight by not killing that one vampire, because I feel like most stuff just wouldn't spawn if I just let the vampire that fell all the way down be. And that would probably have made the fight considerably easier. Like, you could even do that without the vampire falling down. You could just let him be there and just live your own life. Just leave him alone. That would probably, like, if that causes so much stuff to not spawn, it would probably be a lot easier way to deal with all these shenanigans that are over here. But one could argue that's a little bit cheesy as well. I guess that hole's over there so the enemies actually fall down in the first fight over there. Which is a little bit smart. They thought about that one. Also, fun fact, I can't actually properly run in this place, so going a full circle around this thing, I'm already regretting it. But, I mean, what can you do? There's 2 ladders on this thing. Let's just climb this one. I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna see anything that I haven't seen before anywhere else in that place. But I am a little curious if there's anything inside that particular crate over there, because that's where I would put my secret. If I had to put a secret in this place, number 5 specifically, it would definitely be inside that crate over there. I'm gonna be a little bit sad if I end up not checking it out and it ends up being in there. But at the same time, I like the mystery. So there it is.
I would like to register complaint regarding method of evacuation from doomed oil rig. Number of lifeboats is too small for number of theoretical survivors. Fact that I am only survivor is immaterial to subject of complaint. I head for refinery on mainland, but likely to capsize and drown.
He is professional at least, so that's good. This door is locked. Well, that's a message I don't recall ever reading, but this thing's probably important at some point. I would argue. I mean, the thing says I have to go over there, and most likely that's gonna unlock this thing, but I was kinda hoping I could get away with at least looking at this place beforehand, you know? Would have just really made my life considerably easier. Oh, look. There's a secret over there. Not quite inside the storage crate, but definitely close to the storage crate. I'm gonna see if I can survive this. Which is usually my last words, but this time... but I fell all the way down. I didn't mean to fall all the way down. Can I just easily jump on top of this from another side? Like, if I could maybe just... Like, I don't feel like loading the game right now. I just feel like doing this. That's probably an easier way of getting around that whole shenanigan. Anyway, I found 5 secrets out of 5, so I don't know if we really have any more motivation to explore. But then again, I guess the most interesting things in this game so far have not actually been secrets. Which I guess I haven't really shown on video because this is just still my first playthrough after 16 months of playing this game. But yeah, there's actually some cool stuff that's not secret areas in this game, and it's really in the first 5 levels. After that, there's a pretty good chance it's just a lot of this. But you know what? Let's just see if we can find our way all the way up there and finish this level. Call it a day. But if it's gonna tell me in a second to go all the way to the other one again, because this door's just gonna unlock the other thing and so forth. I mean, I guess that's probably where the other boat fell from, right? So I probably don't have to go to that side, but still, it wouldn't surprise me entirely if I had to do something there. I kind of want to climb this whole thing, but I'm not sure if I can. There doesn't really seem to be a very good way to get on top of stuff here. Like, I could obviously get on top of this, but from there I don't really have that many more options left for actually getting all the way up, so that's a little unfortunate.
Skipper's log. Heading for Tunguska to prevent a mutated general from handing over an alien artifact to an evil super being from outer space. So, basically Tuesday.
I guess that was the level. Pretty short. I guess estimated time 15 minutes. You can understand how I spent 47 minutes in there, plus another 13 minutes of shenanigans. So, you know what? It's a pretty average day. Don't really have much else to say about that. That last fight was stupid. That's all I really got. I wonder how difficult it would actually be if I didn't cheese everything. And I would assume it would be quite tricky, all things considered, because there was a lot of enemies there. And truth be told, because I have cheesed almost certainly every single fight in the game ever since getting riding on enemies, I don't know how to properly play this game. But fortunately I didn't have to. I could just jump on top of a small ledge and win, so that was convenient. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we're going to play Chapter 15, From Earth with Love.